Draya Michelle.
Okay. She pregnant?
Yeah.
What?
With 22-year-old Jalen Greens, Houston Rockets. He's a young budding star. The 39-year-old model, reality star, and entrepreneur has now confirmed that she and 22-year-old Jalen are expecting a baby girl due in May.
They got it on?
I mean, and people like upset. What you upset about? This is two consenting adults.
Oh.
She's 39. She's 20. He's 22.
The age difference.
Yeah.
I think they're upset about the age difference. I think she got a son. Her son might be 22. You ain't got no problem with that?
No, he grown.
Oh, okay. Now let me ask you a question. Let's flip it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's flip it the other way. So if it was a 39-year-old guy with a 22-year-old and the 22-year-old was pregnant, how would you feel then?
Ocho, you already heard him say when I was talking, we be talking about the young girl, they be calling me creepy. You already know it. Well, I'm still gonna be creepy. I will get me a young one. Eat me a young one.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But I think some people would have an issue with it. Again, as an athlete, you have to understand. You have to understand the landscape. Understand the people that you're dealing with. And at times, obviously being 39, forget Draya. Forget Draya in this instance. Women that are used to a certain lifestyle, they're used to dealing with a certain caliber of guy, most of the time, in order to get what it is that you want, stay with me now. In order to get what you want, after reaching the age of 39 and striking out multiple times with dealing with those type of individuals, sometimes, the older ones ain't gonna bite no more because they already know what time it is.
Yeah.
The older ones ain't gonna bite no more because they already know what time it is. So what you got to do? You got to go younger. You got to go. The game has always been the game. It's all about knowing how to play it the right way. All right, I know I can't get what I want to out of the older dudes because they know what time it is. So what's the one thing you do? I'm not speaking about Dre. I'm just saying the game in itself and understanding, even as a young buck, on how to play it. Some people are for fun. Some people are for the long run.
Yes.
It all depends. Now, listen, I'm happy for Dre. I'm happy for Young Bull.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in instance, you got to understand. You got to understand who you're dealing with and the landscape of things before you do certain things. But I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing for them. I think it's a great thing for them. But a lot of people are going to be upset based on the age difference. I think that's the only thing they're upset with.
First thing they're gonna say, Shannon, what if that was your daughter and she got pregnant by my daughter grown?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, my daughter grown. All both of them. BOFF, all both of them.
Mm-hmm.
They grown. They make their decision. So, and here's the thing, Ocho. Like you said, probably somebody that if you've been in an environment for a certain amount of time, you feel comfortable in that environment.
You stand there. Now, you're not going backwards.
You hit something. You said something very, very important. You like the older guys. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why the big fish still swimming around and the small one end up on the dinner table.
Do you want any more kids or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and I feel like at this point in my life, right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on because I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid and like let's just
see. So you would
I'm very like free spirit. I'm very open and just.
Why are we calling Draya a predator? Why are we calling her a predator? When men do this all the time, they go after younger women, for their looks, for their womb. And just for the status to say, oh, I got this young woman on my arm and I have enough money to get her and I have enough status to get her. They do it all the time and they impregnate these young females. They do it all the time. All the time. And you will give a man like that a pat on his back. Oh yeah, you got that type of chick. Oh, you must be that guy, right? You did that, bro. But when a woman does it, she's a gold digger. She's a predator. How could she do that? He's the same age as her son. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Her womb just made a bag. I'm not mad at Draya. Women have been doing this for decades now. You know, the whole reason a woman got married decades ago, hundreds of years ago, was to be financially taken care of, because they couldn't have their own bank account, because they couldn't vote, because they couldn't drive. Women have been doing this. They've been dating up. They've been getting pregnant by richer men and men of high value and high status. And that's not going to change because you shame us. You know, we're always going to want the best man in the room. We're always going to want that. It's in us to pick the alphas. It's in us to pick the man that could protect us. And if you look in the wildlife, you'll see how when some birds mate, some birds have to, they have to be colorful. They have to bring gifts to the woman. They have to sing, dance. They have to do all of these things to impress the woman. So why don't you think that translates to humans? Like, why do you think it's different out here? Because I'm telling you it's not. And I'm not mad at Draya. Draya kept her body right and tight all these years. Do you think it was just so she can look cute? Or was it she could just bag a man like that at any time she wants to? I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. Y'all want to see a black woman struggle so bad with 4 or 5 baby daddies, and then when a woman chooses correctly, oh, she is a gold digger. She is the worst person in the world. She's a predator. Pick one. Do you want us to struggle, or do you want us to go with a man that could take care of us and take care of our grandbabies? Because he has the bag to do that. You men, if you guys could switch positions with Draya, y'all would. In a flash. If you could use your body and produce a NBA's baby, you would. You would. You would do it. So what I really think it is jealousy, because you either want a woman like Draya, or 2, you have that Kevin Samuels mindset where you feel like after a certain age, a woman shouldn't be able to get a man like that. But she just beat all the odds, my love. And if Draya wants to get another baby by him, she'll do it again. And there's really nothing you can do about it. Why? Because you can't even go into those rooms. You can't even afford those type of rooms that Draya is in. You can't even afford it. You can't even get next to her. But you have the audacity to speak on her name. You don't have enough money in your bank account to be talking about Jalen Green. You don't have it. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in a couple of years. You know, they might stay together. They might not. But that's his business. He's a grown man. He got grown man pockets. He can handle those consequences. My question is to you, can you handle those consequences? Can you afford Draya? Can you afford that type of woman right now if she got pregnant and she took your behind to child support? Can you afford $20,000 a month? Can you afford that? No. So be quiet, okay? Be quiet. Stay in your lane, and I'll stay in my lane, and Draya will stay in her lane. Okay? Congrats, Draya, on your pregnancy. I hope you have a healthy pregnancy, you know. My best wishes to the family. Subscribe and like.